Hey guys, this is the Young Centrist, and I'm doing a follow-up video of my yesterday's video, Why Third Party, and you're going to be hearing my own thoughts. It's going to be a little more off script, and you're going to be hearing me more now. So let's get started. The first point that I want to talk about is how did we as a country and a government become so divided? And in my opinion, it's because the two major parties have just became way too extreme, with Democrats are going more far left, while the Republicans are becoming more far right. And we see this under President Trump. Like for instance, his own rhetoric that he uses on Twitter and on the media, like calling CNN fake news, calling Democrats obstructionists, and even calling Mexicans violent criminals and rapists, in my opinion, is just making us more divisive. It's making us want to hate one another based on our political beliefs and not to like hate certain news medias, and it's just creating more of a divisive society for us, and that's not good. And we see that with the Democrats. For instance, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrat-controlled House of Representatives now, they don't want to give Trump what he wants. They don't want to give him his border wall. And in my opinion, that's stupid that's because Democrats voted for a wall in the past to put up on the southern border to prevent illegal crossings. And why not just give Trump what he wants, in my opinion? And that's really not, in my opinion, and it's just stupid why like Democrats would just be now total hypocrites and saying walls are immoral. That's stupid because you voted for that in the past, and that's just creating more of a divisive society for us. And like for instance, here in California, the Sacramento Democrats don't want to do anything with Trump. They just want to resist him, and do anything in their power to make sure he fails. And that's not okay. We should be working with everyone, working with the president, regardless of if he's a different party affiliation than you, to make sure he becomes a successful president. And when we have a successful president, the country succeeds as a whole. We all succeed. And and that's the biggest problem, in my opinion. That's why our government and our country is so divided, because it's because of the Republicans and Democrats being so extreme, so divisive, with under President Trump name calling, creating that divisive society, and with Democrats also resisting him, and that's really perpetuating our divisiveness in our country, in our government. And number two, another thing I want to add to this that I mentioned in my yesterday's video is why I think creating a third party is a better solution to ending the gridlock and division. Like first of all, um, a third party would bring a lot of competition to our country. Like for instance, in the business world, when you have so many companies all competing, that leads to better quality, better customer service, better uh, affordable prices on products. And the same logic can apply to government. When you have so many parties all competing in our elections, that's going to mean more things getting done, more people are working together and setting aside their differences, collaborating with one another, finding common ground solutions. And that's what a third party is going to bring. It's going to bring more of a divided, yes, it's going to bring more of a divided House of Representatives, a divided Senate, but we're going to see more things getting done in power. We're going to see more people working together, collaborating, bringing everyone from the political spectrum all back to the political center once again, and we're all working together to um, to get things done, to solve our big major problems, like fixing our broken immigration system, making healthcare more affordable, and helping the poor and homeless people, and helping them lift them out of poverty, to help them propose to give them the tools that they need to help them lift them out of poverty, to help them pursue the life that they want to live. And that's what a third party will deliver: more competition, and that will lead to more things getting done. And the people are going to be heard, and they're gonna be represented more, and that's what's going to happen. And if the Republicans fail, the people will always have another choice. They can vote in the Democrats, but if the Democrats fail, they can vote in the Libertarian Party. Or if the Libertarian Party fails, they can vote in the Green Party. Or if the Green Party fails, they can vote in another party. And the cycle goes over and over and over again until one party is great for the American people. And yeah, it's just gonna bring more competition, more choice. It's gonna bring more unity and bring more problem solving skills. And that's what's in and the people are going to be heard, the people are going to be served, and the people are going to be represented now. And rather than having this crony capitalism and politicians representing only just special interest lobbyists and donors. And And in my opinion, like the people like the two major parties right now, like how they say third parties can't win elections. And my response to that, it's just simply false because third parties can win elections. Like for instance, in 1998's Minnesota governor race, Jesse Ventura was elected governor of Minnesota as a third party candidate, as a member of the Reform Party. And heck, even Bernie Sanders won a Senate race as an independent. He's even an independent senator of Vermont as in the United States Senate. He just caucuses with the Democrats. And 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 this is another thing I wish this happened in the U.S. Senate. I kind of wish Bernie Sanders didn't caucus with the Democrats and just remain unaffiliated in the Senate and just be that total outsider and be that swing vote, kind of like what Anthony Kennedy was on the Supreme Court, to focus on bringing everyone together and bringing bipartisanship, bringing collaboration, bringing open committees, and bringing open conferencing, collaborating, all coming together, setting aside our differences with one another, and just bringing everyone together, collaborating, finding common ground solutions together to solve our problems and to propose legislation that would fix the major problems that are happening in our country. And the final point that I want to add is, what would a third party bring to this country that I mentioned in my speech? It's simply the fact that it will bring unity, more working together in our government that would trickle down to how ordinary Americans live their lives. It's when they see elected officials being role models and seeing their elected officials working together in office, in power, that's going to trickle down to their lives. They're going to see, hey, maybe if we see Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians in power all working together, I'm going to work together with people have that that have different beliefs and different opinions than me. I'm going to set aside my differences with one another and work with them to make our society in America a better place. And in my opinion, and that's how we're going to really reunite this country, in my opinion. And if we really want to change Washington, I don't think we should keep voting for a Republican or a Democrat. We should just vote who we think is best to run the country, in my opinion. And third party independent candidates will bring that change. That will bring that unity, that change we need to see in America's government, bipartisanship, and um, making our government much more responsive to the people yet again, and serving as elected officials in our government, serving as role models for the people and teaching everyone in our country to work together. People teaching everyone in the business world, teaching our children, teaching our our young citizens and our future citizens in school, teaching them to work together, regardless of what we believe in, regardless of if we have differences with one another, regardless if we have different opinions from one another. That's what we should be teaching our children, and that's what a third party will bring. It'll bring unity. It'll make sure people are working together in our government, which would help trickle down to our um, everyone's lives in America, and everyone would just be working together, and we would be all unified again. And so I'm going to end this video here. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. What is your thoughts of how we will bring change to Washington to help heal this country and bring all sides back to the political center again? And and do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Tell me why. Tell me your reasoning in the comment section. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Young Centrist signing out.